Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Banthas Podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly drunk. I apologize.
So close.
Mostly.
Almost missed my cue.
I am your host, Jedi Master Grayson. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, brother Bill. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. For those who are watching and our signal is not that great, I will say, unfortunately, it looks amazing on our computer that we're streaming on.
It was
clean up.
It was very PS3 graphics. You're back up to PS5.
I literally can look at it right here, and I'm like, dude, the lighting nowhere near as nice. The fucking everything way nicer on here, and hopefully you have the same laptop I do that's making it look like this.
But bear with us on the visual quality, but the quality of the show is always great. I'm so excited about tonight.
We got a great show.
We are talking comic books. We are talking Revival. We are talking Foundation. We are talking Alien Earth. And as always,
we're talking shit. Mostly
and
shit.
Talking shit is always better with friends. He is practically family, but y'all just hate him because he's light-skinned. What is up, Lester? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm tired. Long weekend of just being a nerd. So I didn't go out, but video games and D&D make you tired, it turns out.
Video games and D&D, or just D&D?
Video games, the Soul Reavers from like PS1, PS2, they remastered, so I had to get that. And then my neighbor got me into D&D, and don't ever play it. It's the best game ever. You'll not think of anything else. I started painting minis. Like it's easily the dorkiest thing I do, and there's so many.
No, I know a lot of. I know a lot of people who you would perceive as cool, who also play D&D.
Yeah.
So not
Henry
like
Cavill.
It's not.
This one's not done yet, but it's an outhouse, right? It's a fucking mimic outhouse.
That's ridiculous.
Yo, somebody,
so ridiculous. I had to get it.
make sure you never tell my son about D&D. At least till he's like 25. I don't feel like playing D&D.
That's the problem.
Where's
If
my
you
camera?
start
Where's
playing
my
with
camera?
him, you will want to play it. It's just so much fun. Well, and that was part of it. I got my nephew
and play D&D with my son. I don't want to do it. That little motherfucker makes figurines and shit all day. I don't need that kind of. I don't need them kind of problems in my life, man. I have to do 3 podcasts.
Speaking of unnecessary products, I want to suggest that you consider perusing through our merchandise store, where you can find which you can find on our homepage. If you click on the store tab, you can find hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and all kinds of cool stuff with our stupid name on it. So consider perusing through that area. Also want to remind you about our show, Does It Hold Up? What is Does It Hold Up, you may ask? Well, I'll just play this promos to remind you.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
And
I love
also,
that, but
yeah, right. It's so nostalgic. It's just takes me back to being a 9-year-old. Also want to remind you guys to tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time to the Bantha Bunch, hosted by your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill. Bill, what are you guys gonna be talking about this Thursday?
huh? Thursday.
Yeah,
What's today?
Monday. So it's at least.
I got some time to think about it. I have no idea what we're talking about on Thursday. Not one damn clue. But Last week we talked about what's his name? Ed Sullivan and the Ed Sullivan show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Ed Sullivan was really a big part of civil rights and like a big part of helping Black people come through the bullshit and cut through the red tape and get around racist rhetoric. And like Emmett Till passed away around the same time. Passed away. He was murdered and savagely killed at around the same time. And it's just like an importance to have Black people on at that time because they weren't on TV at the time, and people were not allowing them on TV at the time. I didn't know he lived in Harlem, but y'all should check out the episode. It was really dope. And then come on over on Thursday and see what we're talking about Thursday. That's kind of how it goes on the Bantha Bunch show. I don't really ever really know what I'm talking about. But when we do talk about stuff, it's always amazing. Shout out to Othelius. He said, "What up, Banthas Blanco?" And he also said the AVP Does It Hold Up was dope. Alien versus Predator. I gotta agree.
That was a really fun episode. We had Noah, past and future guest, on to talk about that one.
That's right.
An interesting rewatch. But that was in lieu of one of our topics tonight, Alien Earth. Excited to get into this movie and this TV show. Very different quality.
Othelia said, "I got the giveaway from Minister Terry. I am now a part of the nation." Yes, welcome, brother.
Man, he's gonna be pissed when he takes a sip of that stuff and realizes they're not clones. We're just brainwashing people.
That's right.
Ooh-wee. This nigga got some $1 million words, don't he?
See, the thing is, when you join our nation, we got white people, but none of them are.
I'm a white people.
None of them are coded Black. None of them are coded Black. They just proud to be white and love Black people. See, that's
very
that second part, yes.
That's all you need is just to, be yourself and then also love Black people.
That's all you need, really. Speaking of loving Black people, Jeff.
Oh, master of segues. What's up?
We might as well move on to our first topic of the night. Let's take a quick stroll down Jeff's comic book corner. We just
a quick stroll down Jeffrey Lane.
Down Jeffrey Lane. We just wrapped up with one of my favorite comic books. Something is Killing the Children. So super excited to see what we're diving in this time. It's gonna be something more on the from the more popular companies, right? The Marvel and DC side.
Yes, however, lesser known. Although I do think it's hilarious that your segue coincides with Silver Surfer Black.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
I will translate. It's the Silver Surfer
nigga. I
nigga.
did that on purpose.
It's the Silver Surfer nigga.
So this one is it's a 5-part series that was done a while ago around the lockdown. I read it at least during lockdowns and everything. By one of the quickly became one of the go-to guys for Marvel. Donnie Cates actually lives in Austin. He's a big fan of obviously Silver Surfer, of Thor, all characters like that. And he got to start writing some really cool indies that he came up with completely on his own. And then Marvel ended up hiring him on. So in recognition of the Fantastic Four movie, which I finally saw, and I gotta tell you, was fine. Let's go into Silver Surfer. So anyway, Silver Surfer Black. So it starts off with a pretty standard introduction. Just we see the Surfer in front of Galactus, and he's just introducing himself, saying, my name is Norin Rad, orphan son of Zen-La, which if you're not familiar with it, the Silver Surfer was a regular person. And when Galactus came to eat his planet, he gave up his entire identity, all of who he was, to become a herald of Galactus and the agreement was Galactus could never eat his world. So the Silver Surfer's always been a pretty just a darker anti-hero character for that reason. And he opens up by saying, "My name is Norman Rad. I've been known by many names, Noble Light in the Darkness, Herald of Galactus Unchained. Everyone knows me as a Silver Surfer." And he says, "But there's another name that a lot of people also called me." And he goes, "That name is Death." And we get these crazy scenes of the Surfer as Galactus was taking over these other planets. And he's talking about how, too long before I was awakened, realized who I was again, I sat there and I watched it, there was the planet of the ice giants. They were a warring species, but they still didn't deserve what Galactus did. But I just stood there. And then he's like, there was the young species of this other planet. They were barely a snack to Galactus, but just so full of hope and love. And that one, especially painful because it's a bunch of dogs and cats running away." And he's like, I looked down upon this as their planet was being destroyed and they were being killed. I didn't even blink. He's talking about, there was another planet that they saw me and thought I was a god. Yet the entire time I'm just standing there and I'm not doing anything. While Galactus is murdering them, is destroying their planet, is eating all of them. And no, back to the fire and brimstone one. Then we see it finally gets too much, and then and that's when he finally he breaks free, and Fantastic Four helped and everything, and then he runs off. So that was then. Now we're in this weird, trippy, as you can see, space, and I'm going to preface this with saying this is one of the comics where it was so many full pages I used as our screenshots because, look at this. It's amazing. It's insane what's happening here. So anyway, in this situation where we're seeing here, when we're back in the present, the Surfer's talking about, Thanos is dead. We were actually called to the funeral, the will reading, I guess, whatever, but it was a trap. And his dark minions came and they stole his body, and then they threw us into chaos, and then we were all spinning out and all of this. So he's trying to figure out what to do. And in the middle of this, he's reaching out and he's grabbing the Cosmic Ghost Rider's hell chains, and he's pulling them in, and he sees Beta Ray Bill, and he reaches over and he grabs his hammer, Stormbreaker, and he ties the chains around, and he's like, Bill, you got to call for your power. You got to focus, summon it. And he throws Stormbringer and he goes, summon Stormbringer. And Bill does. And the thing is, it's getting pulled into this wormhole, this time warp in space. I don't even know. But the thing is, whatever is coming is pulling them in so strongly that when Bill summons Stormbreaker, this force pulling Stormbreaker so strong, it starts pulling Bill. And then because of that, they're holding on to these hell chains that the Cosmic Ghost Rider made. And they're all grabbing onto that, or they're grabbing onto the Surfer, and they're getting pulled in. And because of this, because Bill's pulling them forward and Stormbreaker's going and all the chains, somehow all these guys get caught up in it and they get pulled through this extra dimensional vortex or something. It's insane. And then we just see Bill's going through and he's trying to hold on. All of the people are just barely keeping hold on there. And we find out that these guys are actually going to continue their story in the new Guardians of the Galaxy. But as they go and they make it out, the Surfer's not so lucky. And we see the Surfer starts getting torn apart on a molecular level, and something's happening to him. He's getting folded and reshaped through space and time. And he does the only thing the Surfer can do. He just starts riding these intergalactic waves or whatever. And he's riding them. And the good thing is he's seeing that all of his friends, the ones that he just saved, they're in this time stream. He's not quite sure, But he's like, I mean, at least they'll be okay. And the interesting thing is, like, we've got like the Abomination, we've got like Adam Warlock, Beta Ray Bill. There's insanely strong characters in this, and they just throw all of them away, and the Surfer just goes off on his own. And as he's doing this, he's fighting to maintain cohesion, and finally he summons his power cosmic and just lashes out at whatever this thing is, this wormhole, I guess, that's trying to tear him apart, and he won't let it. And he's pushing back with the power cosmic, riding these intergalactic waves, and finally he's able to come out on the other end. But the problem is, as he does, you know, luckily all of those guys, they go flying off to the side. They're going to be safe and everything. But the Surfer is just losing consciousness, falling backwards as he's used just all his energy. He doesn't have anything more. So now we get this weird thing where the Surfer's drifting through space, which that's happened to him before. But he's not just drifting through space. He's falling through dimensions. And we get this amazing page of him just like falling through almost like these like sheets, I guess, but they're clearly meant to represent the different dimensions. And as he's just like spilling through them and tumbling in and out and all of this, he eventually just ends up drifting in pure black space. There's nothing. So now we get to a point where, yeah, so that's the part where we see all the Avengers. They're flying, or the Guardians, excuse me. They're flying off. They're going to be okay. But we see the Surfer's just weak, and he's just holding on barely there in the bottom part of that. He's just, he's like, I saved them, so I just give up, and I just fade. And after that, he is when he's tumbling through those dimensions and everything. And so this is that scene where he was tumbling through dimensions, which I learned in a very crazy book. We see in 3 dimensions, there's 10. They proved it with math. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so back to the Surfer. He's just floating in this pure black space with no light, no, like all those trippy colors are gone. Obviously, the Guardians that he was with are gone, but even stars are. And he's just floating there. This decimated image of himself, like I don't know, like someone microwave styrofoam or some shit, and he's slowly trying to pull himself back together using the little bit of power he has when he sees something off in the distance. And out there in that distance, it's not a star, mind you, but it's like some sort of weird planet, and he can sense it. And through his bond with Galactus, he's able to sense different things on the planets. And the thing that he's sensing on this one is just killing. Just nonstop killing is the only thing he can find on this planet. So even though he's tired, even though he's weak, even though he doesn't know where the fuck he is, he calls out and he starts summoning his board. Just pulling it back into reality, shaping it again, hopping on and flying over to this planet. This weird starless planet out in the middle of space. And he lands on it just with a deafening boom, just lands there. And he's presented with these 3 giant creatures. It's a land made of like metal and darkness and these things. And yeah, there we go. And as he lands, he's just trying to. He's like, "I'm sorry. I'm called the Silver Surfer. You know, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here for peace. And I need some." And he just says, "I need some help." As he stands in front of these 3 behemoth-like creatures, in front of this weird, big, giant metal door. And as he's trying to talk to them, he's like, I don't mean you any harm. Like, do you have a master? And they start talking this weird language. And like a lot of languages are like translated in Marvel. This one's not even translated. But the Surfer, being a herald of Galactus, can speak all. And he's just like, what? Your master's God? Who's your God? And then they just attack. the big green one like slams his foot down trying to crush the Surfer. And the Surfer, I mean, he's got the power cosmic. He's a powerhouse. So he's holding it up. But still, like, it's rough, you know? And we just get pages on pages of this fight. Next, he throws that guy off, blasts him off. But as he does, these weird tentacles start coming out at him. And he's running and he's fighting. And he's like, I don't care if I'm out. I don't care if I'm weak. I'm not helpless. I don't care if I'm outnumbered. I'm not afraid. And like the red one like goes and throws like a sword or something at him. And he's like, whatever's happening, I don't care if I'm far from home. I'm not alone. And he throws his surfboard at them, using his board as a weapon itself. But as he's doing this, these things are not scared either. They just whoa, and they hit him in this giant energy beam, and it sends the surfer flying in one direction. And you know, when he lands and he's like crumbling in the ground, he's just like, he's trying to be like, no, we don't need to do this. You don't get it. Like, I'm not trying to fight you. I'm here. I'm peaceful. And they do not care. And they get up and they start coming at him again. And I mean, like, hard. They're grabbing him. They're having the ground itself come to life and swallow him up. They're tearing his surfboard. The Silver Surfer surfboard gets torn in two. And obviously these things, they're gloating. They think they're winning. It's all great. But they don't know the Surfer. Because even torn in two, the Surfer summons his board. And like a razor, like he says, it's a razor on the wind. And cut in two, it still slices straight through these damn things. And he seems like he's down, but he's not out. And he screams, enough! And he just gets up and the board's attacking and he's attacking. And throughout it all, he's just like trying to tell him, like, this is it. I'm not going to warn you anymore. Give up. And then like one of them ends up like grabbing its giant red sword and stabbing into him. And he feels his rage welling up. And he feels it and he's just like, no. I know that I want to, but I'm not going to kill them. I am not death. I'm not that anymore. You know what I am? I'm the light in the abyss and the ground. It's turned to this inky substance coming up around him, and he's like, I'm the light. I'm the hope in the galaxy. When it's drowning in shadows, I come. And as it swallows him up, he just reaches up his hand and uses his power cosmic, and he creates a literal fucking sun on this planet. And it just blows them all away. Remember, these are creatures it's a planet of darkness. They don't know. They've never seen it. So the Surfer uses his power cosmic, creates this sun, just shooting these guys away. But then more than that is he lights the planet for the first time in who knows how long. But the thing is, he points out, he's like, but there was a price. And we see his hand is no longer silver. His hand is coated in whatever that black substance was. It's not just black. There's like these, it almost looks like an oil slick because it's got those like rainbow reflective colors in it. And after that, he walks up and he sees them all, the door they were guarding. And he walks up and he's like, all right, let's see, what was it? What were they guarding? And he opens the door and he's like, and you know what I forgot? Things that big. What are they guarding? What are they calling God? And as he opens the door, he's saying, like, and I'm remembering something I heard once on Earth. Be careful, it bellows as the door opens, and literally something just reaches out and grabs him and hello, little son, well met, and just pulls him in. And be careful, it bellows. Here be dragons. And the Surfer is just held by his neck by this giant creature that says, I am null, and you may call me God. And this becomes one of the biggest villains in the entire MCU, or Marvel universe, not necessarily the MCU, although I've heard they are bringing him to it. And it was just something this guy thought was cool to make up in his 5-part Silver Surfer.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay. That's That's a pretty rad opening to this storyline.
Do you guys have any guess on who that guy is?
Who Null is?
Yeah.
He's a guy.
He is a
He's
big
got
part
some
of the
beautiful
Marvel
hair.
universe.
Sorry. He's got a beautiful coiffed hair. I did not know that this was a gentleman.
Don't worry about it. You know,
Does he have a symbiote like Spider-Man? Oh no, that's like a scorpion.
But he's a god, right?
Okay. I'm here for it.
So
I have no idea.
He's Palpatine's granddaughter.
Fifth Bantha, it might have been in one of the Venom movies. I only saw the first one because it was so bad I didn't see the next two. Were there two more or one more? I don't know if I want to tell you guys this or not.
Dried Reverb says Null got me bricked. Okay. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I do remember them talking.
Yo, Null got me bricked is wild. I'm oddly here for it.
Othelius has a very good point there. A bad acid trip for regular people is Monday for the surfer.
100%.
Did you see those pages he was falling through?
Exactly, dude. No, that's my whoa. Sounds like I'm over here falling out of a liquor cabinet. No, what I was gonna say is like his shit looked like my weekend.
Yeah, his panels in the Silver Surfer are pretty trippy. I do remember them being there being talks about Null being a villain.
Lost your mic. Yeah, there's talks of him being.
My bad.
Oh, you're
There's
back.
talk for him doing what, Alex? I muted myself, or I thought I did, and I muted him.
No, I just remember there being talks of Null being a villain in one of the Venom movies, but I didn't watch any of them past the first one, so I didn't see it being a thing.
Didn't see the first one.
Good, you made the right choice.
Shout out to Toby
I
Blanco.
red boxed it. It was that bad that back in the day.
This has been another episode of Jeff's Comic Book Corner.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, that was a pretty rad comic. I'm excited to see what next week where the story's gonna go. But we should move right along into our next topic of the night. We should talk about Sci-Fi's original TV show that is showing on Peacock, Revival.
Woo!
That's right, Revival.
That shit got my nipples hard.
70 last.
That shit got me on brick.
It's the 70 last episode of Revival, episode 9, Mother of Babylon.
Oh wait,
this is
damn. We meant to say this. We are also live right now on the Drunk Banthas Podcast. Just so y'all know, this will probably be the last night that we do this longer than 30 minutes on NerdsAtNite and the Drunk Banthas channel. I know maybe you're like, what the fuck is the difference? Well, the difference is we're only going to be doing the lives on Drunk Banthas Podcast. So, and we will be ending the lives on here at the 30-minute mark from now on. Tonight is the last night that we will be doing a full episode on these channels. So make sure
you're welcome.
Make sure y'all look out for that. I'll be making more announcements about it throughout this episode and on Thursday because it'll go for the same for the Bantha Bunch. Anyway, sorry, Alex.
No. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. So in this episode of Revival, having found Ibrahim at Moore Creek, Blaine questions him about Revival Day's origins, but is interrupted by Dana's arrival. Blaine is arrested and interrogated about Rose and M's deaths, but denies any involvement, claiming to have been Rose's friend. Yeah, this is
kind of look like Shaggy too.
He does have a Shaggy vibe about him, yeah.
Got a little Shaggy. Oh, is that racist? I don't know. He just kind of got a little Shaggy to me. I don't know.
I don't think that's got to be like the opposite of racist, if anything.
Well, okay.
You're colorblind.
I am colorblind.
Anybody can be Shaggy.
Does he? Is he? Don
Oh, I
Cheadle?
thought you were talking Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought
that
you were
might.
talking too.
No, it wasn't me. Shaggy
Oh, okay.
wasn't
That's
me.
different. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'd have said Shaggy and I talk like this,
I was like, is that
if it had said
is that
Shaggy,
racist?
I talk like this.
Like Scoob.
No, I'm pretty sure saying one white guy looks like another white guy's fine.
Yes, a scotch racist. It's a scotch racist.
Speaking for white people, we're okay with it.
Yeah. Jeff. We'll let Jeff speak for all white people. I'm actually here for it.
Oh man, I got so much apologizing to do.
Yeah, we'll save the apologizing for the end, right before the end credits.
When we get the podium out, gotcha.
But for now, yeah, like what were your initial thoughts on this episode, and like the opening with everything with the Ibrahim?
I had to make sure I was on the right episode because I forgot Ibrahim even got knocked out in the last one. He was such a small part of that episode that I was like, did I accidentally skip? Did they do both episodes last week and I didn't realize? Oh man. So yeah, that was fun. But once I caught back into it, I was like, okay. And I caught on with it and I was watching. I'm not at this point pretty certain that the entire 7-volume series is one season, which I think is insane, but okay. I'll say this, I did like this episode. I thought it was a good one. I thought they did a good balance of the action and like the mystery intrigue and like digging into what is happening and everything. I was pleasantly surprised with this episode.
Yeah, same. Like I definitely really dug where the story was going. And I'm curious, just before we move a little further in the plot and without giving anything away, do you feel like, you mentioned that they're probably going to wrap this season up, or wrap the comic book storyline up in this one season? Do you think there's room to expand and maybe have another season?
That's the thing I don't know, and that's definitely on me for not finishing the comic series. I only read to volume 5, and there's 7 overall. But like, I flipped through volume 6 the other day, and I was like, a lot of this is what's happening right here, and like, not the same. Like for instance, and this isn't ruining anything. Her M's dickhead boyfriend, Reviver boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Is like a badass in the books. Like when they're holding him captive and stuff, he's killing himself on purpose in front of them just to be like, gotcha. And like in this, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. What hurt when it was hurting?
Bitch. You funky ass bitch. And I'm sorry to have left you on solo so long.
Oh no, you pulled off right when I was finishing my thought. We're good.
I pulled out, sir. I pulled out.
Okay, hey.
Controversial though.
Live your best life.
Controversial take. I don't mind the Venom movies.
Yes, but did you see that says I don't mind, not I like or love or even kind of enjoy?
He basically tolerates their existence.
Yeah,
that was exactly how I responded. I might have responded a little more favorably to the Fantastic Four movie.
I got a question, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to
42.
I don't want to start another podcast.
Later on in this episode, May discovers that Blaine could not have hired Aaron or Gunderson after he donated his family fortune to charity. M is imprisoned at the detention facility and hallucinates her deceased mother, Patricia. And M later rebuffs Rhodey when he admits that Kale forced him to help capture her and confides in Nithya about her guilt regarding Patricia's death. So there's a lot going on with M and
understatement of the year, boy. A lot going on.
Like
snake venom hallucinations.
Yeah, like what did you guys think of like the hallucination scene? Like Jeff, I'll let you go first. Like, what did you think of her having these hallucinations of her mom?
I mean, it was.
I don't remember hallucination.
The bloody chick in the cell with her wasn't real.
Oh yeah, okay, no, I thought that was her mom, right? That was her mom.
Yeah. You got to be careful when you do hallucinations in TV shows or movies. I don't think this one came off that good, just because of how much. Like, I get it; it's a reflection of M's very fractured psyche at this moment. Mm-hmm. But like the fact that it was flipping and back and forth from like, "Oh, mommy loves you too, you terrible child," so quickly was kind of I don't know about that. Yeah. It's like Rob Zombie's Halloween was awesome. And then the second one, I was laughing the entire movie because they showed his hallucination of his mom and a horse following him around town. Like, dude, what are you doing? You took a great horror movie and then you just made it a big old fucking etch-a-sketch. Like, what? You don't tell people what the metaphor is. That's why it's a metaphor.
100%.
Yeah, like sometimes you can see how authors will just basically just patronize their audience and just not really have faith that they'll be able to understand the subtext, so they just end up making it text, which can be frustrating.
You think Ma Duke was really as mean as she was in that goddamn cell in real life? Like, when she existed? Was Mom an asshole for real? Because Dad was an asshole.
Mom was actually babying him because remember when Em was alive, she had the shitty Mr. Glass syndrome.
Yeah, and
okay,
I remember
like Mr. Glass syndrome. That's actually
they called me Mr. Glass. I did really, like that's one of the things that I kind of bumped up against as well because like we had already seen in flashbacks how kind she was and how thoughtful she was. And I don't understand what they're really trying to get across with this, other than just like M is really fucked up right now. Like M's really.
Aren't you over that story?
I'm totally over it. I'm really let's
just
really
get
done with it.
Yeah, let's get to the shits.
By the way, if that's supposed to be Fanforstic, I think he's trolling us.
I really liked Fantastic Four.
I think he meant.
You think he means the new one?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. No.
For a second, because of the way they spelled it, anytime I see F4, I'm like, are you talking about fucking Fanforstic? Because no.
Yeah. He's just like a trauma trigger. Oh no.
Oh, did you take off?
It's my snake venom.
I did.
Oh man, that's so disrespectful. Took off the Fantastic Four drop. I just like hitting it. That song is crazy. It's obnoxious. It's like the most obnoxious fucking movie drop ever. But that shit works. I don't know why, but it works.
It works.
Mr. Podcast host. Thanks.
It was funny about that theme song is made by Michael Giacchino.
Oh.
It was made by Michael Giacchino, who also did the theme song for the second best Fantastic Four movie, The Incredibles.
Shout out
very well done, by the way.
Shout out to Fit Bantha in the chat. Shout out to Othelius, and shout out to Film Age. Oh yeah, and shout out to Dried Reverb. I need everybody to jump on in here, baby. Jump on in here.
Hop on in.
I forgot to post it on Instagram, so somebody post it on Instagram right now. Share yourself watching it.
Sharing is caring.
Or don't share yourself too much. Share yourself to the point that Instagram will allow you to share it. Don't show me no DPs or no TPs. Isn't that TPs? Yeah, no TPs, no BPs, nothing. Don't show yourself in that manner.
Okay.
Well, that went off the rails.
For their cooperation, Dillish and his wife receive special treatment from Kale, and they learn that she plans to transport the revivers out of town through this like underground railroad situation.
Is that gonna happen with ICE?
I mean, I'm not trying to blow up nobody's spot. If it's happening, it's happening.
Hey, man, why you snitching, man? Why you snitching?
Ibrahim gives Carla water from a Moore Creek to be injected into every reviver, which helps them recover their strength and escape the facility, while disguised Tyler frees M. Yeah, we got a
Tyler.
Fucking Tyler.
Does he win the award for bitch of the show? You got upset because your daughter came back to life and then decided to follow a cult.
100%. Give this motherfucker all the booze. His life is sad.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Sure is.
Then after hearing that Blaine recounts his experience, after hearing Blaine recount his experience on Revival Day, Ibrahim theorized that M's death at Moore Creek caused Revival Day to occur. But Blaine takes him hostage. Lester later calls Wayne to inform him that Blaine's militia has taken over a local church, with M and Ibrahim held captive inside. So, Ibrahim stay captive.
Stay capping.
Buddy, I get that you're the nerdy scientist, but bro, first off, forget that Blaine's in reach of it. If your gun's in a coat pocket, don't go slamming it on a fucking table. What are you doing?
Yeah, really dumb.
I'll tell you why also what'll make you hate him a little bit more. No bullshit. This will make you. Oh, that's not a very good look. Let me back up a little bit. No bullshit. What'll make you hate him a teeny tiny bit more is that this nigga has no street smarts and no self-awareness. And he works for the CDC, which means he lives in Atlanta.
How
have you survived this long living in Atlanta? Downtown Atlanta. CDC is downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
I got some breakdowns he should watch.
Yeah, exactly. That's some breakdowns you need to watch, sir. And also, yeah, it would have been way better if he was like the Migos. He got one of the Migos to play a nigga in this from the CDC.
Oh my god, that would have been so
god.
funny. About as good as having Schwarzenegger play Mr. Freeze. But like they also could have done it simple. They could have had it like there was like a pen in his pocket that Blaine used to pick his cuffs. And then Ibrahim like had the gun in like the waist of his pants or something. Like there's so many other ways. But here's the thing. He absolutely would have left it in his coat fucking pocket and slammed it down on a goddamn table. So they got the character right. I'm just mad at how stupid the character is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm
Who doesn't know how to play with
biggest...
guns in Atlanta?
Yeah, that's another thing. Just like not having gun awareness, like it's totally un-Atlanta behavior. But I haven't been the biggest fan of Ibrahim himself. Like I really like the actor. But I haven't been that big of a fan.
I like the role. I don't like the character.
Yeah, like happy for him. Get your check. Hopefully it'll
go do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, hope
one of those things that he should do is subscribe and hit that like button.
Subscribe, yeah, like and subscribe.
He should not everybody, but
if you feel like it.
If you feel like,
yeah. I look forward to him being on a future season of White Lotus.
I look forward to him being on the next Doesn't Hold Up.
That exactly. I was like, season 3 doesn't hold up, hitting your motherfucking face.
We'll have to get a good zombie movie for him.
Oh man, Liddy to titty.
But any final thoughts on this episode before we get into our next topic? Because this is the 70 last episode. This is I'll say this, almost the season finale.
I'll say this. I didn't want to talk too much about this episode today because I had watched it 2 weeks ago or a week ago. So now I stopped going ahead. I haven't watched episode 10 yet.
Something special for us all to share.
All of us can share it together at the same time. For those who don't know, we do streaming shows. Okay, we don't do TV. Okay, so don't get twisted. I mean, I got YouTube TV, so I watch it. But please don't shut up. Don't spoil it for nobody in the comments. assholes.
What about you, Lester? You got any final thoughts on this episode before we get to
A lot of characters are being real assholes. Fit their characters pretty well though, so okay. Shockingly, like all the guys on the episode were dumb and assholes.
Yeah.
You know what? He just described, like, if you don't know what he just said, you can put anything at the beginning of that, or you really could just put like anything that's happening in our government at the end of that right now.
I was gonna say like politics, so yeah, I agree.
Mr. President, thanks.
I just love the drunk.
Yo, this is weird. Hold on.
Mr. President, thanks.
And then he just breathes like he's Agent Carter's seeing cap again. Just
I promise you,
So happy.
you should go find that movie on YouTube for free and watch it, because to know how fucking crazy ridiculous that scene right there is just as random as it was when I hit the fucking button. Just so y'all know.
that's the best part is how true that is. Oh god, that's
Maybe
great.
go back and watch our episode of Does It
Does
Hold
It
Up where we
Hold Up?
talk about it. But
Nice.
I guess we should move on to our next topic of
that's
the
a new
night.
feature. Jesus.
We should go ahead and talk about the new Hulu original series.
Liz, thank you. Oh, our nips just touched. Mine are so hard.
Mine are different sizes.
That is right. We are talking about Alien Earth, the new series from Hulu, obviously from the Wayland Yutani universe. Man, oh shoot. Hey, man,
That's
that
my
sounds like
doorbell.
there's
Sorry.
a ring at the doorbell. Yeah, it looks like somebody's at the door. Yeah, it looks like a philosopher of the barbershop variety. It is 9 from the 9 Nerd Yards channel. What is up, bro?
I'm so pissed that I came into the back room to see that drop. Like right when I got into the back room, we hit that button. I almost missed it.
He said, "Oh, 9 is added to the stage."
I'm like, "Hey, Eileen Earth! Can't wait to see Eileen Earth."
Just in the nick of time. Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
man.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. I got some goodies uploading for us, for you, particularly, Bill. So look out for that.
Hell yeah. What?
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said at all. What is that? What is that?
Got some
He
goodies.
giving you shit.
Shit. Nigga, I'm hyped because you know what? I was actually distracted because I saw was this Superiors 93?
Super Ruiz?
Super Ruiz.
Super Ruiz. A pimp named Slickback. Thanks. I mean, I don't know how much better a comic could be. That's why I got distracted. I was like, a pimp named Slickback. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But 9, you're just in time. Filmage says, "What up?" You're just in time for our discussion about Alien Earth, the latest in the Alien franchise. Lester, I'm curious. What did you think of the premiere of Alien Earth?
I mean, the aliens seem very much like from another planet.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And
Not another country.
it shouldn't be on Earth.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they're on Earth.
Yeah. Earth is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, aliens is crazy.
Yeah.
On Earth.
Pretty wild.
That's pretty wild.
Any
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go.
Well, look at
That's
the time.
suspicious. That's weird.
So I'm assuming you didn't watch it.
Look at the time. I mean, in my defense, do we need to keep adding more new aliens? I get it, but the xenomorphs are scary enough. Also, like, where is this supposed to be in the timeline? It's before the first Alien movie. I'm really concerned about how things don't seem to be jiving properly timeline wise, and that's starting to piss me off.
Well, I think that this
to answer you about my thoughts.
I think that this television show is actually made to make a lot of those corrections. Do what some people might feel is a retcon, but I feel like it's gonna be just a setcon, right? Let's get it together. Well, look, and 9 actually has a beautiful little.
It's the one I referenced myself.
What?
So Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and then Alien Earth. So it's just before. It looks well, it's 2 years before Alien.
So I will say, my immediate thought was like, wait, if the aliens are already on Earth, then why were they so dead set on them bringing them back? And at minimum, aliens, but definitely Alien itself a little bit as well. And I could see how they could play this off. And the way I see it happening is the aliens, luckily for all of us humans, don't end up taking over like Earth, or like don't get to run amok. So, but they see like the bodies and they're like, we need living specimens. So I get that. Mm-hmm. But the part that's really messing with me is like, okay, we've got cyborgs and whatever these new ones are, but we've only ever had to deal with synths in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after.
Mm-hmm.
That was the part that, even if we're saying like the new ones, the main girl doesn't end up being a success and becoming a part of the product line, cyborgs really, they just completely took them offline. That seems weird to me too.
Well, I don't know. That seems like what we need to do now. I don't know. So I don't know. That's why I guess that's why it's not weird to me. Is like, cut that shit off, goddamn it. Cut this AI shit with robots and fuck shit.
Clankers.
Actually, I am with the whole clankers. I am with it. Call me robot racist, whatever. I'm here for it because fuck all that. My day job will not exist in 2 years. So hell no, down with the machines. Fuck the clankers. Kill all clankers.
But if you're a cyborg, then you get to keep working.
Yeah.
All you had to do is get a fucking upgrade. Like the movie upgrade.
Yeah, get your fire hand.
Oh shit, this is way harder to read like that.
My only complaint about Alien Earth is that I love that I may see the Tyrell Corporation from Blade Runner pop up, but knowing that they're shoehorning the Predator into this universe got me like cry face, cut face.
Well, spoiler alert.
So yeah, like there have been hints like way back to, I think it was the first Alien movie, where they have mentions of the Tyrell Corporation, the cloning corporation from Blade Runner. So there's always been like that sort of
What's wrong with
there. No, I think that's cool.
This is a Fox property, right? Or like previously it's a 20th Century Fox.
I think so.
Alien,
right.
Yeah, it's a Fox
because it
property.
came through the package of like the Fox merger with Disney. Which I thought they were just buying a lot of their stuff.
Owned by Disney after they acquired Fox.
Okay, yeah. So I guess, God, did they acquire Fox or did they just take their stuff?
According to the people that are going to take your job, AI, they acquired Fox.
Yeah,
they're wrong.
They acquired like everything. I
did a whole
news because I think they can't do the ABC News and the Fox News.
Right, they don't have Fox News. They don't have a couple other things. Me and Nine covered it on the Drunk Banthas podcast. On the Bantha Bunch podcast. Y'all go check that out one day. So wait a minute. Did we just do a long roundabout way of saying that Jeff didn't watch?
Yeah.
No, I was messing with you at first. I watched it. You know what? The only thing that actually really, so the cyborg stuff I can get over. The only thing that really does piss me off about this is that Amazon is delivering my Aliens versus Avengers comic tomorrow. So we didn't get to have that for this week's comic book corner.
I'm mad for you.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Yeah. But you know what? This is going to be running for a minute. So
luckily these assholes didn't do what King of the Hill did and just dropped 10 motherfucking episodes at one time. Shout out to everybody who was ready for us to cover King of the Hill. We apologize.
Yeah,
here's our coverage of it right here. A little clip from when we covered it. And that's it. You're welcome.
Still better than Grotesquery's release schedule. 3 episodes, then 2, then 3, then 1.
What the hell?
Also, Agatha all along.
Yeah, Agatha
they
was
did
kind
the
of
same
weird.
thing.
Agatha was weird. Well, Agatha was good. Remember Agatha?
I liked Agatha.
I was happy with Agatha.
Wasn't good as Fantastic Four. And then look, I was supposed to hit the drop. It's gone. This is a sad hood movie.
You know, it's also a sad hood movie. A story that started back in 2120. 5 companies control Earth and the colonized solar system, including the recently founded Prodigy Corporation. All run everything. Sound kind of familiar? Kind of like real life?
Yeah, it will in 2 years.
The USCSS Maginot, a Weyland-Yutani C-class deep space research vessel, approaches Earth after a 65-year expedition to obtain extraterrestrial specimens, among them facehuggers. Also sounds familiar.
You know what? That's my old job.
I do want to
like that.
What was y'all's what was y'all's initial thoughts on this these 2 episodes? Because I personally really enjoyed this, especially watching the intro of this first episode. It made me feel like Noah Hawley was definitely the best person for the job, because it felt very much like the first Alien movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess Noah Hawley's style is very much like that first Alien movie, where it's contemplative and sort of evanescent and just
evanescent,
sort of spacey. I really liked how it takes this time first.
I was waiting. I threw it up in the air. I was waiting on somebody.
That's what they were all thinking when they're in those cryotubes. Yeah.
Just listening to evanescence. Amazing.
This is my hell. But Nine, what did you think of just the intro of this series, the first episode of the series?
This was beautiful. I was like, okay, we're really doing this. We're going all in. This looks exactly like the first movie, which I thought it was going to be cheesy at first, but then just the way that they committed to it, I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. And it was very intriguing. But yeah, I loved it.
Now, I've heard some complaints, Lester. I'm curious what you think of this, because I've heard some complaints that this opening is just Lester. That this is a little bit too much like the original Alien movie, and it's a little bit too confusing. I was it's kind of just
God,
well, this is the exact same. This is the exact same mission as the first movie. Do you feel like this is a little too similar and would confuse people?
Not even. I could not disagree with that idea more. I thought it was a great way of paying homage to it. I do, and it is different. I mean, these guys, their entire point was go out and find something like this, whereas the Nostromo was a mining ship. The part where it really got me, and I was like, oh shit, I see what they're doing, is actually this scene right here, where this guy immediately lights up a cigarette. Because one, let's be honest, you don't see that in TV and movies anymore. They can literally rate things harsher for tobacco now.
Yeah.
So that alone was surprising. But then while he's still in the tube doing it, I was like, that's the original. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then when they were around the table, they had them all set up just like we had in the original scene. So the cool thing is, when we take that with the fact that we've already seen facehuggers and things on board, they found a way to immediately get that tension rising. Because remember, in Alien, when they're around the table, well, that's the It Appears scene. So if you're a fan of the original series and you're watching this, they're immediately getting your blood pressure up and getting you excited. I thought it was a brilliant way to do this.
Yeah, I thought it was like a nice setup scene, and then I'd like this scene too, or this moment too, with these two guys, because it does a lot of world building, letting you know what what everything is like on Earth, without it seeming like too heavy-handed. Like this is information that this guy would need to know.
Can I say that? Can I speak on that right there real quick? Because this was the part that I was like, yo, you wild for that. I didn't even know who directed it at the time. I'm not looking at none of that. I'm just trying to absorb, what's going on. I was like, you wild for that, bro. Because honestly, that was some serious. We would kill any other show for this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're about to say too.
The exposition, this nigga just explain, and this is. I'm just trying to give him some geography. This kid didn't have geography back in high school. Guess what? They don't teach geography in high schools today. From what it's kind of weird that how they.
Can we pull up the timeline again?
From what I understand, they were saying that this character had never been on Earth before, right? That's why I'm playing this to him.
That's actually why I wanted the timeline brought up. I mean, Romulus isn't that far out of here. And that's solar systems away of people of growing up on different planets.
Yeah, they're like 65 years away, I believe.
This is a 65 year
22.
This is a 65-year mission.
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, honestly, the kid might have lived his entire life on the damn ship.
So by the time, remember they're in the cryo ships, so that's why they're able. So he might have lived on a different colony, like we see in the most recent movie, which was what, Romulus?
Romulus, yeah. That's why I wanted it pulled up. I wanted to see where Romulus was.
Right. So he might just be a part of this, colony of people. I think all of this is like all tied back to Asimov, if you will, because the idea that Earth colonizes. Earthlings colonize the universe. Comes from.
My thing is,
go ahead.
I was going to say my thing is that he didn't even know who he was working for. That's the part that I was like, what? How was that?
I didn't even catch that part.
Well, no, I love that part because it speaks to now, right? You may work for a company, you have no idea who you work for. 99% of people who work for a company or work anywhere have no idea what the owner's name is or the founder's name is.
We just found out that Disney owns Fox, but not Fox News.
Right. I mean, yes. So. And then NBC drop at the end. I mean, it couldn't get any more meta right now.
But yeah, I did like just that's why I did excuse that. Is it's a way of explaining the universe to the audience while also explaining it to this guy who reasonably wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I said all that to say that I did like it. Yeah. I did like it.
It was nice, and even though they did have even though they did have the text at the beginning explaining some stuff, I do still appreciate them putting some stuff in the dialogue to explain.
Yeah, look, I hope that Othelius is talking about what I'm talking about right here. Right?
Fine shit alert.
Oh, I thought he was talking about me.
Well,
it did go straight
up. Shit.
Well, spoilers. Hopefully, we get some flashbacks because she's not.
Also,
she's not making it
Jeff, make your read this and then make your point, or make your point and then read this.
Companies got subsidiaries on subsidiaries. For those of y'all renting, look up who owns your apartment rental company. Shit looks shady after a while, and. Othelius, I'm going to say, after a while you mean by about 3.5 minutes, then after a while.
He means after 2 YouTube videos.
Right? But no, I thought it was funny when Film Age brought up he goes, it's actually a joint, LOL. How funny is it that we're probably going to get to a point pretty soon where you can get rated R for having cigarette smokes, but not pot?
Oh man, I can't wait. Where is that time?
I think that's awesome. Let's do it.
Honestly.
Right?
No, actually, I love that you pointed out. First of all, I love that Phil Mage said it. And I love that you brought up the comment because I thought the exact same thing, and I didn't want to say that right after he already said it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I did think the exact same thing. Like, what if it's a joint? Like, is that you know?
How do you guys feel about it being the Neverland research?
Ooh, guys, you got to come up with a better name. I mean, especially when it starts with an R2 and ends with a CH. I absolutely read Neverland Ranch and had to.
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask the panel a question real quick since we're talking about it.
Yeah, he touched some kids.
Outside of I have no drop. We don't have the short version on there, so oh god damn it, my stomach. But no, like these guys name this island some pretty weird shit. But outside of the name of this island, how do y'all feel about the premise of, the Peter Pan type of idea that they got going on? And I think that I don't know, is she an android? The lady who is like his assistant?
I think she's a human psychologist.
Okay, I thought she was human too, but I think I heard somebody say that they thought that she was a robot as well, or an AI or whatever. But I just was gonna say I think that she's Tinkerbell, right?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. And we're getting like a lot of like the references from the book / the movie Peter Pan, and I'm just curious if y'all like.
Oh shit! And her hybrid name is Wendy. I didn't catch that.
Wendy Darling.
Mm-hmm. Wendy or Angela Darling.
Wendy wasn't a name before Peter Pan.
Ooh,
really?
I did not know.
No, you know what?
This nigga got some $1 million words, don't he?
You said that, and my computer brought up the dictionary app on the computer. It just flew up on my shit. I was like, I know what he said. I don't need your help.
And their logo is cool. It's a teddy bear. I didn't even catch that one.
You know what? For a fact, I have said that at least 3 times on this show, and every single time it's been something that Jeff said. Like every single time I have said for a fact, like, holy shit.
Hyperfixation's a real bitch, but every once in a while you remember one fun thing.
There you go.
Yeah, I honestly I watched the 2 episodes, and then I watched a YouTube video, and they were like, obviously there's a lot of Peter Pan referencing. I was like, what? You
didn't get that?
I didn't get it at all, honestly. No.
Oh my god!
When her brother tried jumping, he fell because he doesn't have any happy thoughts.
Right, he doesn't believe. No, as soon as he like shows her what's about to happen to her, they show her at the top, like, hey, they show her Peter Pan.
But isn't it technically the opposite? They immediately grow up.
Yeah, it is a
little. Well, no. In Neverland, because in
Neverland, you never grow up.
Well, this is the thing. You can't get older than you are in Neverland. Like it freezes your time. So because they're transferring their conscience over into another body, now that
that won't age. So should Captain Hook's clock never been bing?
The clock should have.
I thought it's certain. There's certain stories where they don't even use the clock story.
Don't let me derail us.
No. This is the part of the show, and I think there's gonna be more references from Peter Pan. Like a lot of people I've seen online have said that this guy, the trillionaire, the youngest trillionaire in the world,
Boy Cavalier,
he
looks like he's
Peter
on
Pan.
every prelude
He's saying that he's Peter Pan. And if you watch Peter Pan, any Peter Pans, or read the books, this guy is kind of like a description or an image of what Peter Pan is supposed to kind of look like.
Like we mentioned,
punchable faces.
Yep. Like we mentioned, Prodigy is one of the 5 companies that are running everything on Earth. And on Prodigy's Neverland Research Island, a terminally ill child named Marcy Hermit becomes the first hybrid, having her consciousness transferred to an adult synthetic, and renames herself Wendy.
Prodigy is Disney, by the way.
You think so?
I thought he was signed to Rockefeller.
Prodigy was that Prodigy was actually Peter Parker, what is it, Infinite Crisis.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The even better part then is just the writer trying to sell it, and Disney's like, this sounds really interesting, we'll buy it. The writer's just sitting there like, yeah great story, huh?
I think it's really interesting that it always raises the question when these types of things happen, where it's like, did they die? Are they dead? Is it just like a copy of their thing? It's kind of like that Star Trek teleporter concept all over again.
Kind of like I think they said feeling real Shimon in here.
Shout out to Lil Frothy. And shout out to Film H. He says, I love the concept and their logo is cool. It's a teddy bear.
Yeah, I didn't even twig that. That's pretty crazy. And it does remind me of storylines for the Prestige and the Mauler twins and Invincible. This idea of taking a consciousness and putting it into another vessel. They even talked about it on Division. Like, how is it still the same person?
Yeah, the ship or the
ship of Theseus.
I think, and I pointed this out to Alex earlier off pod, I think that it's a Schrodinger's cat situation. Like in this moment right here, both of their eyes are closed. Yes, I think that they're both.
Oh, yes.
They're both the same. Like this is where Wendy exists or doesn't exist, right? This is where both entities are both alive and dead until Wendy opens her eyes. Then that what's her name? Michelle? Marcy.
Martha.
Yeah. That Marcy and Wendy both exist at the same time until Wendy opens her eyes, and then you could hypothesize that Martha is now dead and that Wendy now exists, or you could go with the idea that that Martha still exists, she is the cat, and that Wendy is the box.
Well, so that's extra interesting the end point of Schrodinger's experiment is they can be alive or dead or both, but you cannot know until someone observes it.
Right.
So it's the observing that makes it a reality. So that's actually even more interesting. Yeah.
Right.
That's really well.
When her eyes open, that is the opening of the box.
Yep.
I was watching it with a friend. One, they said, this is Amelie. 2.
So Val would love it.
2, they're like, oh, she's cute. And I was like, that's a kid. Straight to jail.
Yeah. Or, hey, hang out at the Neverland, I guess.
This actress Wendy is played by Sydney Chandler. She's actually the daughter of Kyle Chandler, our new Green Lantern.
Wait, what?
Nepo baby out here. Yeah.
What?
Sydney Chandler.
No, you know what?
That
is not. You know how people used to say that's not my president. They started with Obama, and they said that's not my president. Well, that's not my Green Lantern, nigga.
think he'll be a fine Hal.
Shut up. No, I'm joking.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your
She was born in 96. Ugh.
You can still hit. No, I'm joking.
I'm a decade older.
I'm in range. I'm in range.
It's like they're children.
I'll shoot my shot for you.
Go hang out with Amelie.
You're in the sweet spot of an age where you can have sex with a person
She's
10
gonna
years
feed you a
younger than
hand.
you or a person 10 years older than you, but you only got about 84 years left. You don't have much time.
Adjusting to her new body with the assistance of synthetic mentor Kirsch, Wendy oversees several other children who undergo the procedure. I thought of this scene, like the way that was shot,
This one shot was
really
dope.
Yeah.
I'm down with the one shots. Down with the fake one shots. I need more real one shots. Shout out to True Detective season 3.
Dude.
Whatever.
That was season 1.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, because of that Emmy Award-winning episode, we've seen triple the amount of one shots that we used to see back in the day. And I'm just saying, I only really truly appreciate it when it's a real
This
one
could be
shot,
a real one.
chopped up one. No, this ain't no real one shot.
It could be. It could be just slowed down
Mad chop.
or sped up, I should say.
I'd be very surprised if this was like a real one shot, but like honestly, as long as it's executed well, like that's the thing that's so impressive about this one shot is that I don't know how they did it, but it feels seamless. It's like I know that there's no like possible way that they could have done this in real life, but the fact that the fact that it's impossible just leans more toward the fact that this is a sudden passage of time. Like I'm not confused, but I was like, oh wait, when did he walk into the room? Like
people make pacts with the devil all the time.
No, I was not mad at the shot. I mean, at the scene at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't appreciate it as a one shot anymore. If it's not a one shot, it ain't a one shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't shoot a 3 and then turn around before it go in and then look back to see if it went back. And like, you know what? It's not cool. You know, it's not cool anymore when you do that.
But yeah, like, and
shout out to Othelius, by the way. He said, Bill breaking down Schrodinger's cat. Me. Woo wee! This nigga here got $1 million word, don't it?
Thank you for not asking me to read that one.
What if they put you in a different body? Like, it's obviously like aged up there. But like, what if you're like the black dude is just like in a white body now?
Hey man, your ass was gonna die, nigga. You get one. Hey, come on, bro. You get his hair skin real quick.
Yeah, I think that's
like,
bad.
what if the black dude is in this white chick and the white chick's in this black dude?
You think that's bad? The cat walking those halls is paying a little too much attention, you know?
That Schrodinger's cat is going through it.
I wasn't sure that Sydney Chandler was like fully white when I saw like the transfer. I was like, wait, are they putting this in an Asian lady?
Is it bad that I thought that this dark skinned nigga was the nigga from Get Out? Is it bad?
Daniel Kaluuya is just like,
is that bad that I thought that this nigga for 2 seconds, like right here in this moment, I thought, is that Daniel Kaluuya?
I can't see it. So
no, I'm saying, look, I'm watching it when it's not frozen. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't paused when I watched it. I just saw him get up and I said,
I haven't seen Daniel Kaluuya on screen in a while.
That's why I said, like, hold on, nigga might have a beard and fucking mustache now. He might, you know what I'm saying? He might have changed it up. So, I don't know.
Malfunction compromises the Maginot's navigation, placing it on a collision course with Earth. Some specimen gets loose, and a grown xenomorph kills most of the crew.
Grown.
Is it a malfunction when a giant lizard cat tears through half your ship?
I do think that there was some, and this is pretty much how the show opens, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think there was some sort of malfunction that caused the xenomorph or the specimens to escape, and that's what caused.
No, it's like what always happens when they're in an alien movies. In the alien movies, it's always a situation where somebody goes into cryo and then the what you call it pops out of them while they're in cryo.
Well,
now, or at least it's insinuated, and they never show it. And we get Mr. Yang? Mr. Tang, which I don't know,
That
sounds
creepy ass
disrespectful.
dude.
But
it's because he's in space. That's all they're allowed to drink.
Also, he has. Oh man, damn, took it right out of my mouth. Anyway, the Tang, not anything else. But anyway, he's like looking over them when they go to sleep, right?
Right. Or at least that one girl.
That one girl, which means that he's looking at her stomach like.
This franchise is a fan of creepy ass robots.
Creepy.
Yeah.
But also this. Didn't you guys get the vibe that the cyborg dude was being controlled by the company? Because I did.
Oh, absolutely. Him and Tang. I believe him and Tang both are working for the company.
So isn't that actually what it is every time? Every time it's the company can control one of their looks humans isn't humans to be like, hey, I want that weird flesh egg way more than I want any of these people. So just get that thing to infect all of those things and give me those things.
Did you guys feel like the black android guy, dude? Cyborg. Did you feel like they were trying to make it seem like he wasn't, or like that the crew didn't know that he was a cyborg because they were treating Mr. Tang like, like outsider,
right?
Like, he's and then the black robot, he was the clanker. He was the one who was like, no, I straighten his ass out,
right?
Like he good.
I think.
They said at the beginning.
His arm looked fine.
Well, I think
they said at the beginning that he was a clanker. They're like, we don't. They were like, yeah, it's easy for you to say you're like half cyborg.
I thought they just meant because he was African.
Racism's really gonna evolve in the next 96 years.
Yeah, he's a British. Okay, right here in this shot. Okay, I'm gonna be the black person who criticizes black people. I thought they had gave him a haircut that was like
because of the window.
Yeah, because of the window. I was like, yo, what does KRS-One motherfucker doing right here? What's Curtis Blow doing out here? Why is rocking out here right now? So,
I do think that they trust him a little bit more because he's a cyborg, and the cyborgs are humans who have I guess alterations made to their bodies where like synths are like completely robots or like
synths are like what we're dealing with. You're talking about the hybrid.
Synths are Bishop. No. So it goes synth is Bishop. Bad guy for the first one and Tang from this one.
Right.
Hybrids are this dude. They were born and are mostly human. I'm sorry, not hybrids. Cyborgs are this dude.
Yeah.
They were born and are mostly human. Then it looks like they got some cybernetic upgrades. Hybrids are humans who had their consciousness put in a synth body.
That's Wendy.
And it is so two things. One, I don't think cyborgs know that their free will can get flipped off, And two, I think it's pretty clear that outside of Neverland Ranch. I mean, their island. Outside of that, people don't know that hybrids are even a thing.
Man,
shout
out to Jeff.
They're protecting it like the iPhone, the next iPhone release, man. No one's
right. Yeah.
That's Jeff.
I love this that aspect of it because I feel like with the Alien movies, it's like. The alien monsters have always been like the peanut butter and the lore with the clones and the synth
corporate. That's been the tuna
the whaling units. That's been the tuna. Exactly. And I feel like bringing it to a series and bringing it to Earth just gives us a better opportunity to see how they just like the vastness of both of those things, and just to get more into like the
I'm actually kind of upset, Alex, before you go on, because there's already an alien on Earth.
Yeah.
Which one?
from Alien versus Predator. He's underneath the Arctic.
I think didn't they say that's not canon?
I don't go with none of that. You can't make the only main black character not canon. I will not allow it.
I got some bad news then. Don't read any history book.
Yeah,
that's a message. Good message.
It's yet to be said. Like, and one of the things I do like about this show is that you could watch this completely divorced from any Alien property and be totally fine. Like, you don't have to watch all the other movies or TV or anything else to understand what's going on in this TV show.
There's anime, right?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
there's several comic books digging into the Predator and Alien lore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's nothing to do with humans. That's literally the Predators and the aliens.
But yeah, I feel like I have to think about how does the first Alien movie tie in 2 years after this storyline, or how does Alien versus Predator, Wayland dying in the end of that movie, how does that tie into this? Like, I'm saying, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just watch this show for what it is.
I mean, spoilers, but whatever.
I think Wayland is what do you call it that we got here? What is this bitch called? A hybrid. He's gonna go from a synthetic to a hybrid.
Possibly.
From a hybrid to multiple synthetics. That is what I've heard people who have dug into the lore and done all that stuff. It's like Wayland was just the company. He was so, what do you call it? Self-centered, or the company wanted to make sure they had his brain because he was the brainchild of everything that happened. Regardless of what it was, they made multiple Waylands, and they just keep printing them out because
I'm a big fan of that Jennings one.
Oh man, the worst one is the one from Alien 3.
I don't even remember that one, but
that's the one where Sigourney Weaver falls into the fucking pit of lava.
Right.
Yeah. And I was
like, go
show for me.
The alien impregnated like a cow, so it was a big alien. The facehugger, excuse me.
Yeah, no, impregnated a fucking dog.
Yeah, depending on which version you saw.
Oh yeah. There was actually two different versions. My bad.
Film Age said in the chat, well, isn't he an old man in Prometheus? Yeah, that's why I said you can just watch. Just don't worry about any of that, man.
Dude, he's an old man in Prometheus because he fucking is old. Fucking Sam Jackson's supposed to be 45 in Secret War.
I mean, in Prometheus, why didn't he just take that Extremis again? It seemed to work so well that first time.
Right.
It's all Disney. You can cross-pollinate.
The worst was Resurrection.
I don't know.
I think the last two are kind of 3 and 4 are tied for worst to me.
I gotta say, I'm one of my favorite actors.
Mm-hmm.
One of the stars of this show. I love Timothy Olyphant. Anything he's in, I think he's great in it.
Damn.
Also, running through the IMDb trivia, I found a fun fact. He turned down the role of Hal Jordan for this, and her dad got Hal Jordan.
That's kind of crazy.
Interesting.
Right?
Great Hal Jordan.
A little quid pro quo, maybe.
Oh man, I don't know. He would have been a better maybe Kyle Rayner. I don't know. But the
entire point is they're doing an old Hal Jordan so he can pass the torch.
I do love Timothy Olyphant. Just speed watched all of Justified and gained a new respect for him. And he is a robot, right?
Yeah. He plugged into himself, so
he's a straight up corpo synth.
Gotcha.
But he seems to have more personality than most synths.
Well, he seems pretty fucking cold to me.
I was gonna say he seems to have less.
That scene where with the scorpion, and then like there's certain scenes where he
that scene,
bit, and it might just be a little Timothy Olyphant going on. Maybe he just can't put it away too much. You know what I'm saying? Like he got too much. He got too much.
To answer Othelius' question, no.
You're thinking of the her brother that is in the.
Y'all want to read it for the people who
wasn't Timothy Oliphant in that Black Mirror episode about watching kids? Just went through his IMDb and no. Although it might have been, I also don't think it's Josh Duhamel.
It's her brother that's the one in the Black Mirror episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. Him and Bran.
I just want to read this one. Film Age says, shout out to the structural. Film Age says, shout out to the structural integrity of that building taking an orbital crash landing. It's nice to know buildings got better at that.
Hey, no more 9/11s.
On party on the other side of the building. They didn't give a fuck.
Chicago's got buildings falling apart because too many people are standing on the balcony.
It's in the building. They got hit. They're in the building. Having
a spaceship is
weird
good old time.
Some shit like
how funny was that, by the way? Them all dressing like French Renaissance, and then the bourgeoisie, all of them died.
Yeah, I love that too, because I don't know if that's just like rich people shit or if that's just like a theme party. But
no, which
right? Yeah,
weird shit. Clearly, Reddit still exists in this universe because, like, Reddit does exist in the future. That's the only way you could get these weirdos together at the same time. And also, I hate Reddit. I'm just putting that out there. Fuck Reddit
because he got banned.
As we mentioned, the spaceship crashes into the tower of Prodigy City, New Siam, where Wendy's human brother Joe Hermit works as a medic and corporate soldier, and CEO Boy Cavalier asserts the Maginot's contents now belong to Prodigy, deploys Kirsch, Wendy, and other hybrids to assist with search and rescue to test their enhanced capabilities.
Wendy darling.
I did love these first two episodes, but I did think that this was stupid.
Yeah.
He's basically sending children out here to like do search and rescue. Like, yeah, they're super powered.
You said basically.
Children. Yeah, they're children in murder suits.
Facts. A big facts.
She jumped off a cliff and didn't even have to do the superhero landing. She didn't even bend her knees.
Superhero landing.
Stuck the landing. Simone Biles.
Right.
But I did think that this was the
also the entire point is the world doesn't know about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing. They're supposed to be super secretive, but like we don't like. It doesn't seem like they make any precautions. Especially like again, they're children. They're not going to be very good at keeping secrets. We find that out with slightly.
No, one
as the little Indian boy
keeping a secret. This asshole, bro.
Well, also,
nobody else said nothing to nobody, and because he told everybody else. Nobody else said nothing to nobody. This asshole immediately.
They can already control the synths and the cyborgs. You're telling me they transferred them over into a synth body without like some little like computer algorithm in the back just being like, you can't talk about you not being human. If you try to, no words come out. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's just, you know what? That's bad operational security on their end. Fuck them.
Somebody needs to speak to their logistics team.
A good project manager, and that wouldn't have happened.
It was like pretty much a bad decision, but I'm not mad at it. I'm willing to take that contrivance just to see super powered kids do cool shit.
Yeah,
I like how she just like took like the blade off of like one of those paper guillotines. It's just like, this is my weapon.
Very
Sorry,
resourceful.
wait, did you say paper guillotine? Did I miss this part?
Yeah, I mean,
is this straight out of the faculty?
It's like I think she's got it on
the big shunk things, like you slide the paper and it goes shunk.
Yeah, that's where she got her sword, right? I'm not tripping.
That's legit straight out of the movie The Faculty. Do you guys not remember that?
I haven't seen
right there.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's one of the best bad horror movies. It's got Josh Hartnett and The Hobbit and the hottie from Fast and Furious.
Right.
I did great at names there.
But no, I've seen it when it first came out, but yeah, it's been a while.
It's not good. Recheck. We're gonna watch it, dude. It's got the fucking T1000.
That's a future Does It Hold Up episode. No doubt.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah, Jon Stewart is in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, like so then Boy Cavalier's group of lost boys go down to the crash site for search and rescue. And I do like that we got this actor Alex Lothar, who plays Sydney Chandler's brother. You guys might remember him from Andor. He's
Mimic.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
But I thought their chemistry was really cool with between each other.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like how they didn't. It's probably in episode 2.
Oh yeah, it is.
We're about to kind of speed run through this, but
that was the one thing.
The fact that they didn't drag out like the reveal, I thought there was going to be like a long plot point. It's like, I'm your fucking sister, and it's like, you know what? All right, I'll just ask you these questions and then give you a hug, and we're gonna move on from that.
Well, even with like the Indian kid just blurting it out, like they could have skipped that, and I feel like that's a trope. You know, the like, I'm not going to tell them I'm the long lost family member or wife or husband or who the fuck ever. Like, knocking that out right away, I think was actually a really cool way to knock that trope out and then give themselves some new options that you don't typically see.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I thought that was a good choice, and it was smartly done too, because they kind of set up that this character can't be trusted because like she told him a secret earlier on, and he blurted it out immediately. And it just makes sense that he would, blurt out the secret again at this point. Just like eliminating that as like the trope of the will she reveal? Now we just kind of get that out of the way. But then, sorry, I did kind of jump the gun on that one. At the end of this episode, the security officer Mora, who's about to crash in a reinforced panic room, moves to protect the cargo and detains 2 Prodigy soldiers who are killed by a leech-like specimen.
I think it was gross.
And that was the one point that I actually legit didn't like. Xenomorphs are scary enough. Stop trying to make new ones. Just give us a fucking xenomorph. Facehuggers are even more terrifying. I don't need us to keep reinventing the wheel here.
So you don't like new stuff. You're fine with the facehuggers, the chest bursters, and the xenomorphs.
I don't think anything should change ever, which is a very easy thing to say as a white man.
Fair enough.
Killed by alien bed bugs. Yeah, alien bed bugs as well.
Yeah, we did get a few different things like this, and like the weird eyeball creature. We'll see a little bit more of in the next episode. But then Wendy remarks to Kirst that she wants to save her brother from death, and that's pretty much where that episode leaves off. And then we get into episode 2. Mr. October, a boy tells his colleague Dame Sylvia that he formed the hybrid project to compete with artificial intelligence and has granted Wendy additional abilities as he wishes to create a person smarter than him, which is an interesting motivation for him. He just literally wants somebody else he can have a smart conversation with.
Sorry, so just narcissism? Yeah, that's real interesting. His superpower is narcissism.
Just look at him. I just want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, he's got a very punchable face.
It makes me very happy thinking that if this goes the way Alien movies go, I get to watch him die.
Yeah, because Prodigy doesn't exist in the other franchises, right?
Son of a bitch. What if the alien goes to kill him and all the blood's white?
Oh.
Ooh, he's like a synth. He doesn't know it.
Nah.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
That would be.
That's a type of annoying twist they'd give us.
No, I do think that this is gonna like sort of perforate what we know about the universe right now, because I mean, like what we know about the status quo of Earth is very little. About when in the alien universe we know Weyland-Yutani is like a big powerhouse, but this is the kind of the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that we've even learned about these 4 other companies, right?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say like definitely haven't heard of his.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. If we've heard of any of the others, it was mentioned in Romulus, and if then only briefly.
Oh,
maybe
right.
in Resurrection.
Yeah, and I need to rewatch Romulus because they did expand on stuff there, and they did say a lot of words I do not recognize.
They did put some words in that movie. It was interesting, an interesting choice.
Yeah. It was like, oh, these are words.
Maybe
An interesting choice. Let's see if that works out for him, Cotton.
He said, "No, I think Utani crashed it on Prodigy Island and will absorb Prodigy and look like the hero." Yeah, I do think that it's going to go that way too, just because you kind of have to find a way to get rid of the aliens being on Earth, and then also just with all of these companies going, they're just kind of like doing the corporate espionage, trying to eat each other up. So I think it makes sense if Utani absorbs Prodigy and they have like full control of like synths and AI after that, or maybe not even find out that there are hybrids. That seems to be the move.
Look at the fight we get between him and the leader of Utani later in the episode. That's I mean, that really backs up your point where he's like, they're doing the coy little, we each know what each other's saying, but we gotta go through lawyers. So how do you get around that? Well,
exactly.
You do this is a real easy way to do that. And again, when you can just be like, hey, I'm gonna pull out my remote control and have that guy crash a ship.
Yeah,
this is the way.
I do like the idea that all this is just like sort of a play, like a corporate espionage play, just trying to get around the red tape. And I'm excited to see how that's going to play out, because that does again seem to be like a big part of the story in Alien. It's not just like what is this monster going to do as they skulk around through Earth. It's like it's very much about like what are these corporations.
Yeah, I think also that, like Alex said earlier, this is gonna be a show about bringing it all together, like butt cheeks.
Like butt cheeks.
I myself definitely said that before the season started. I was like, everybody has a problem with the timeline, even though there is a timeline written.
Well,
but I think this is going to answer a lot of questions. I don't think this is going to be a retcon.
Retcon.
Very rarely seen Retcon.
I know Retcon.
Everybody know Retcon. He used to send them weird DPs. Everybody was like, "Come on, Retcon. Come on, Retcon."
Series creator and showrunner Noah Hawley has confirmed that if Alien Earth is a hit, he sees a day, perhaps several seasons down the road, when its events might directly connect with the events of Alien 1979.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I was right.
Bill was right. It's like, if people like it, then this counts.
I said it. I think I said it on the Bantha Bunch shows. Like, I think this is gonna open it up.
Like butt cheeks.
Reparations will be made.
Oh my god.
Joe, no wait. What happens later on in this episode? Yeah, Boy tells his colleague. Boy declines Wayland Yutani's request to secure the Imagino's proprietary contents, warning any incursion on his territory will be considered a hostile act. Then Joe is chased by Xenomorph and separated from his colleagues, tracks him to the higher floors of the tower, killing another, massacring an apartment of wealthy residents who refuse to evacuate. This is the moment we talked about a little bit earlier, where we get the party.
Shockingly, with us, when they give us multiple episodes, we jump around.
Yeah, I'm also thinking not realistic enough. Not enough drugs being done amongst rich people who don't want to leave a. Wait, what were they doing? No scamming.
You just don't know what, because the only thing we saw of them alive was dude answered the door. After that,
well, I did see him running around with no legs.
No, you saw him crawling.
I guess not running. I guess he wasn't running. He was crawling around with no legs.
He's on that blue meth.
He was doing Downward Dog, but I think he had a little bit more trouble.
I gotta say, back up just a little more. That right there was my MVP moment of this show so far. Was when the statue just moved.
Oh yeah, that was a cool like background moment.
Right. Yeah.
Why does the alien just look like everything to everybody? Like, no, nigga, it's a thing with some tails, with a tail and some goddamn claws. Bro.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, the entire point was it was bred to be the ultimate killer because they wanted because remember the Yautja, the predators, they made it to in the pre-Prometheus timeline. Yeah. They bred them to be the hardest prey to hunt.
Right.
Their entire point was that's why the easy camo, that's why the acid blood, that's why all the weapons was because they wanted something tougher to hunt.
And it does seem like there's a lot of art that looks like it's from Beetlejuice in this universe.
Well, they definitely
like Tim Burton stop by set.
The Predators found, or you could say ran across the xenomorphs.
Yeah.
And like you said, bred them. And that's such a crazy, that's like a crazy shoehorned in example because of the way they've grown aliens.
That was where the comics really explored, though, was that whole thing.
And I love that. And, we've heard the people say that they don't like that they're shoehorning in the Predator, or they feel like it's shoehorning in the Predator. But, that's why, in my opinion, Alien versus Predator can't be outside of the canon. Because if they go in the direction that we're going in now and that they have been going in for the last few years, they're saying that the aliens were created at a certain period of time. But now how does it make sense for the Predators to show up in this time period if they had not already been on Earth in a certain way? And they've already established in the Predator movies that the Predators have been on Earth or returning to Earth every 100 years for 10,000 or so years. We get that established in Prey as well because they're coming back from the times that they came. God. You know what I'm saying? So
it's insane how good Prey was.
Exactly. And I'm
very excited about Badlands.
You know what? Thursday, come and check out Alien versus Predator. That's what we'll do on the show. Which ones were better?
Alien versus Predator or Alien versus Predator Requiem?
Well, no, Aliens movies versus Predator movies. Which one?
I saw a fan theory literally just a second ago here that said AVP is canon, but only in the Predator franchise, which I was like, that's actually a kind of a cool idea.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. And I think like I said, I think this TV show is to combine all of it together and make Alien versus Predator canon. I think that's. Can we get a hat? Can we get a red hat that says "Make Alien versus Predator canon"?
No. You should say "Make Alien versus Predator" again.
What it should say is,
"Do we care? Are we caring about that?"
Yes,
that's the superior sci-fi. I agree. Real quick, what?
No.
Shit did Ridley Scott see as a child to dream up this stuff? Fuck.
Oh, it was that famous artist. He has a twisted ass mind, but if you ever see his artwork or whatever going around the internet,
I remember seeing
that shit is super creepy.
I need an extra therapy this week. Okay.
Yeah, he dreams up a lot more shit.
Yeah, I did really like the look of the show. It didn't feel like it was like a TV show budget. Like it definitely felt like a like a movie.
I also thought it was smart how they did a lot of the deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Like doing them off screen, but still making them scary was great. The ones right after this at the elevator were even better.
Can somebody read this? I'm going to mispronounce everything.
The Malakak created the Yautja. The Malakak created them. The Yautja bred them.
Okay.
Roll Tide. You know
this is the artist or the
HR Geiger.
This shit's
Geiger. A Geiger.
Othelius, like we should just get him on staff as our resident research analyst.
Did he create the Geiger? HR Geiger. That's a very specific name.
No, he did not.
The Geiger counter?
I think he was the Puffin stuff guy.
Oh no. HR Puffin stuff. Don't be disrespectful to HR Puffin stuff. For those who don't know what HR Puffin stuff is, you haven't smoked enough marijuana.
He died in 2014.
Yeah, he's way too recent to have created it.
Oh, he got up out of there. Got him up out of there. 2014. Look up HR Puffin stuff.
Hans Wilhelm Geiger is best known as the inventor of the Geiger counter in 1908.
So almost HR.
It was H-dubs.
Yeah, it was H-dub.
But as we mentioned at the end of this episode, Wendy is reunited with her brother Joe. Slightly revealed her true identity to a shocked
There it
who
is.
believed Wendy / Marcy
dude.
died. And then the three encounter several xenomorph eggs and are ordered by Kirsch to contain them until a hazmat team arrive. Joe is dragged away by a xenomorph and Wendy chases after. Not before cutely saying to Slightly, watch the omelet.
What freaky shit did he walk in on his parents doing?
Oh.
And how many robots does he want to fuck?
Why does his haircut look like a xenomorph is on his head?
Yeah, he looks better with the beard. I don't like the shape with the Ridley.
That's not Ridley Scott. That's H.R. Geiger.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Ridley Scott looks normal.
Okay.
The xenomorph looks normal compared to him.
MacGyver. Sorry.
But yeah, this is a
Shout out to
pretty
my
interesting
Simpsons fans. Shout out to HR Puffin stuff. Look, that's HR Puffin stuff right there.
What if the xenomorphs
Why are you
look
so
like
excited
that?
for HR Puffin stuff?
Dude,
What if the xenomorphs look like that, but we're just as deadly?
I'm trying to tell y'all have no idea.
You shoot one and acid goes flying everywhere.
Camo.
Also,
Sliding
Bantha Bud
the
show.
corners.
Bantha Bud show. HR Puffin stuff. We're talking HR Puffin stuff.
I don't like it. I don't like him.
If
We-
you don't,
we
if
have
you ain't
to
heard
move
him.
along.
You haven't heard him. He's good. He's great.
We have to move along. But before we finish this subject, like any final thoughts on Alien Earth? Like, because I personally was really impressed.
Very
I
happy.
was kind of, like whatever on this show. Like, I was like,
Whatever.
oh, it could be. I'm not the biggest Alien fan, so if it wasn't the best show in the world, I wasn't going to be super disappointed. But I really enjoyed this, and Noel Hawley himself, like I'm kind of hit or miss on. Like I didn't really love Devs, loved Legion, but I'm really digging this show so far.
I thought that this show was going to be good because they showed you nothing.
Yeah.
Showed you nothing. And that's how you know it's going to be great, or at least good. And I also did not know it. Like, I've heard that there's going to be Predator elements in this, but I definitely called that because I was like, I believe wholeheartedly that AVP is canon. And I believe wholeheartedly Hollywood wants it to be canon.
Of
You
course,
know what I'm
Hollywood
saying? Like,
wants
I think that they don't want it to be outside of their purview and get it in there. If you go on YouTube, if you go on Disney Plus, Aliens versus Predator is in the Aliens catalog that they have. So therefore, that means if you know what, maybe Fox said it wasn't canon.
And that's why they were like, oh, we got to buy those fucks out.
Yeah, when the mouse got it, and when it got to the mouse house, it was canon. It was like, you know what, you can come over here and sit at the grown-ups table.
Yeah, it's all kind of like what, like who gives a shit, honestly? Because like you know when Alien versus Predator came out, like James Cameron and Ridley Scott like distanced themselves from it, and they made their own things. It's only after Ridley Scott made those Alien movies he actually went back and watched Alien versus Predator. It's like, oh, this
No, it was after.
No, it was James Cameron.
It was James Cameron. It was,
like
but it was after. No, it was after like the movie. It was right after the movies came out.
But yeah, I don't know exactly when he said
it was right after the movie came out. Both him and Ridley Scott were like, Oh, you know what? That was actually a really good movie. I really liked it.
Actually, yeah, James Cameron said that he liked it. Ridley Scott was like, nah, I've never watched that because
It's like Resident Evil 5. It's fine, but it's action, and I was looking for horror.
What has Ridley Scott watched? That's what I said on Does It Hold Up? I was like, what has Ridley Scott actually watched, though? I mean, he's a hater. He's a hater, and if it's not his,
Ridley Scott watches Ridley Scott.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
Well, he doesn't seem like one of those people who's like, you can't play in my toolbox type of thing. Denis Villeneuve made the Blade Runner movie.
That's his homie, though.
He's got Noah Hawley, making this TV show.
That's his son.
And I think he's like a little bit and even having James Cameron write and direct Aliens. I think
well, and he's all sorts of involved with Ben Affleck.
Okay. Nasty. That sound nasty.
I mean, there was some white guy, and I mean, if you're white, you're Ben Affleck.
You white?
Got it.
The Swiss are an interesting group of people.
Riley.
I think they said the Swiss are an interesting group of people. Great cheese, chocolate, German that barely sounds German, money laundering for the Nazis, and interesting art that inspired a movie franchise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everything I love about the Swiss. I feel like was that in a movie? I feel like that's, or am I just thinking about real life?
Well, I think Athelius is just a poet.
But yeah, like guys, let us know what you think in the chat about this series so far. Are you excited about some Predator Alien crossover? Do you think in the hands of Noah Hawley and Dan Trachtenberg that we can finally, we can get a better quality Alien versus Predator?
Can I also say that all those things that Athelius was talking about, inspiration, they also inspired Donald Trump. I just want to point that out.
What?
But anyway.
Mr. President, thanks.
It's the
interesting art part.
But this
look, you come into this channel or these channels to learn. That's what you come here to do.
Yeah, it's fun and educational. Speaking of fun and educational, we should move on to our last topic of the night. That is right. We're talking about Apple TV Plus's.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I need intro.
That's right. Talking Foundation. The Shape of Time. The mule states that he has been tormented by what he now knows to be Gail Dornick's face, and he must destroy her.
Destroy is like that term. They used to use destroy in cartoons in the 80s and 90s because Reagan made it illegal to say kill.
Yeah, right. Everybody
for TV for kids and TV.
Yeah, everybody was destroyed. Nobody got shot. Super Friends was super exciting. Lester, I'm curious, what did you think of this episode of Foundation?
Yeah, I'm not even doing it this time. Didn't watch it. Bye.
Well, can you at least tell the people where they can find you on the interweb?
Of course. As it says, you can always try and Skype at Don Cheadle's Driveway at littledickie2.com. It's
hackers. Damn.
You can find Jeff Madel on Facebook at MadelJeff on Instagram, but the easiest way is to always just be here on Monday nights, and where I will be interrupting and taking us off topic.
And that's a guarantee.
It's mostly me.
All right, night, y'all.
Lester, always a
love
pleasure.
you, bro.
Have a good night. Yeah, let's go ahead and go into a galaxy far, far away. We're talking about those crazy Imperials on Foundation. Nine, what did you think of this episode? Seems like things are gearing up with the conflict between Gale and the Mule. We're starting to see their plots unfold a little bit.
Where is Oprah?
The Black Tongue.
I've been hearing Gale. When is Oprah showing up?
Oprah died last season. You don't remember that?
Oh,
that's why we should.
That's heavy shit right there.
Hey, she's been losing weight.
I'm playing around because I fucked up and found out because he said Oprah died last season, and literally, nigga, it hit me like, holy shit, nigga, Oprah died. Like,
Gail's Oprah died.
I was like, Alex, you just killed Oprah. Son of a bitch. So yeah, I will not be playing like that no more. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like, what did you think of everything that's going on with Gail and the mule getting closer together, and this craziness between Demerzel and Gail is also.
Well, I think that was kind of like.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I think Demerzel and Gail got closer than anybody got close to each other in this episode. But nah, you go ahead.
No, like exactly what you said. Because it's been 300 years in the making for them to re-meet each other, and that is kind of like. I think you were talking about like how episode structure kind of changes with the show, where it would have been like episode 5 last week is kind of like the more simmering episode before the shit goes on. But this is more of the simmering episode, but still there's so much setup here that it goes pretty hard. But the premiere stuff is this whatever you want to call it, this reunion, and their little tiff that they got going on, and yeah, their reunification. And it's funny because of how the episode ends. It's just like, oh, we're just going to be on and popping after this. But
yeah,
I would say I really like these characters in the timescape of like, oh, it's been 300 years. You're a robot. I've been in cryo sleep. Didn't think I'll see you here though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to me, this show is almost watchable to pick back up in any season. Like season 1, obviously you just start watching, but like season 2, I feel like you can, like, they go through enough exposition, especially with Gail's monologues, which I hate her monologues, but
really?
but I can tell how for someone who's not on it, or for somebody who's trying to watch and, you know, cook dinner for their kid or whatever, I can see how that's helpful, especially for somebody who's just plopping themselves in, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying is it keeps it the ability for somebody who hasn't watched it to get involved and be able to kind of understand, and then it make you want to go back and actually watch the episodes, you know, like the previous episodes. And
I'm a little bit
homework for it.
I'm a little bit weird up here because I think I'm exact opposite every single time. I've watched this show so many times and I'm still like, wait, what? What happened again? Where are we in the I don't know what time it is.
I feel like that after I've watched, but it's like when I'm watching, I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like hanging out with a friend that you've had for years. You know what I mean? Like, you don't remember everything that you and your friend did, but when they talk about it, you're like, oh yeah, motherfucker, you threw up on my carpet. That was stupid. It sucked.
After a quick confrontation, Gail does tell Demerzel that the second foundation about the second foundation and her mentalic abilities and her need to protect it, and her need to protect the second foundation from the mule.
Told her all that from 7 feet in the air, choking out.
Yeah, she's pretty good at talking. No air. Demerzel investigates Gail's vision, revealing it to take place in an Imperial library, and discovers that it incorporates the infrasonic signature of a black hole.
Shout out to Asimov. Infrasonic, not a word.
Yeah, right. Making up all kinds of words.
I mean, a word now, not a word before, and they had to be a book word. Even though somebody who's read the books, please give us more love and information. Like, please. I mean, we don't know much about the books at all.
Yeah.
Please give us more information. I've tried to read it, can't get past chapter 2. Please help me.
And then Day explores an exotic marketplace on Mycogen and meets with Song. He offers to restore deleted memories of their time together, but she refuses and insists that she wants nothing further to do with him.
She said, nigga, I'm gay.
Nigga, I don't even fuck with that.
That's her face right there too. She's looking at him like, ugh.
Like what, nigga?
They start fucking. It was gross.
That's her face. Nigga, hey. She said, look, trust me, whatever I told you is because I'm scared.
I don't know what he was expecting though either.
Well, see, this is a what do you call it? A juxtaposition of duality, right? Like he is stepping outside of out of his norm. But see, what he doesn't realize the juxtaposition will come from is that you've terrorized people. Like maybe it's not you, and he does say that. He's like, it's not my fault. I wear his face, right? Okay. And we know that this Cleon has been genetically altered, and it's been like 65, 85 years or something like that since so we've had at least 2-3 generations of Cleons since that.
This one's watered down.
This guy's watered down. He's a different type of dude, right? Like he's like, I am not that guy, but you fell in love with a different guy than you think. But this person song, once her memory is erased, she can't know any of the things that broke down, like any of her inhibitions that broke down. You know, they're all the way back up. And actually probably more, because the shame of having done what she did, being a concubine, and in her mind, she was just basically vaped until she was able to go home. She doesn't know why she was there longer than her. You know, she was on an extended stay, and she don't remember nothing except dropping ecstasy and doing motherfucking yocaine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It kind of raises the question, because he's got that device. Is that device going to like reestablish your memories? That thing that he's holding out? Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And so, do you think that she kind of like went there for ulterior purposes in the first place, and then
she was there for money? They all go there for money.
But it seems like they have so much vitriol and hate towards this motherfucker that like she was like almost waiting for her chance.
Well, it's just like she said. I mean, I like where you're going there, but she did say that this was an arrangement. We had an arrangement. That's all it is. She said that she was compensated, which for those who are, well, and that's a bad word to say. For those who don't know, that means that she received money, right? So her compensation was known before she agreed to before her consent took place. So I am just thinking that she got paid. There's shame in it, because when you perform actual acts for money, there is some shame in it. Not necessarily saying there should be. I support sex work. You know what I'm saying? I'm support all sex workers, not in financial way, but in an emotional way, in an empathetic way,
understanding.
I can't give you no money, bitch. I'm sorry. Goddamn support.
No GoFundMe, no GoFundMe.
Right here, like this. I'm not a pimp either, so I will not be taking you to dental appointments. But I
do like the idea that they explored in this, and like they explored in like Blade Runner 2049. They're probably going to do it in Alien Earth as well. Just do memories make you who you are.
They're doing a Blade Runner TV show?
No, I said Blade Runner 2049 and Alien Earth. Probably explored in Alien Earth.
So you got me hyped.
But
I think they are getting a Blade Runner TV show with Hunter Schafer.
Yeah, it's not coming out.
Maybe I'll ask y'all a question next week about that.
But just the idea that memories make up who a human is. Like, are your memories essentially a human soul? Is that what makes up?
Well, no, I disagree with that, because the human memory is one of the most it's like the stock market. It's one of the most unpredictable and least dependable source of information. People's memory is very manipulatable. Even amongst yourself, like you can manipulate yourself to believe that something went down a certain way. That's why people are able to pass lie detector tests, even though they are lying, because Perception.
Country butthole.
But yeah,
This is what I
At all times.
If you want to know how to do it.
just the idea, the memory, it's where we store our past experiences. Our past experiences make us develop our personality. It makes us who we are. Memory is the core of what our soul is. It's an interesting thing to hypothesize.
You're saying nurture, not nature.
Yeah, this is like
in this. I'm not saying that's
yeah.
how you believe. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, like nature versus nurture. That whole adage. Can
we talk about that scene right there? Just 2 seconds. Where
I was going to go to where he got blasted.
I was talking about where the mule is holding Kale up.
Right.
When she get the natural though? When does she get the natural?
I mean,
she got her hair out like Connie Bonet in the not here. I'm talking about in her dream, like when she's.
I was just saying.
And
I should have learned.
Like,
she's so pretty.
The confidence to pull it out of the
right there. Look at that.
She ain't had the confidence out of the bun yet.
No, yeah,
because
but it's got the Jerry curl look to it too.
We saw her have her hair like that once when she came out of the water in season 2. I was like, "Oh, is this the new look?" And then she just put it up in the bun. I was like, "God damn!"
No, but it wasn't.
You know she's Zimbabwean too, though.
Oh, she's Zimbabwean, New Zealand.
Oh, I think we talked about this.
She's Zimbabwean and Spanish,
but she's from New Zealand.
What?
I know she's from New Zealand. I know that. And that's what's crazy that you just said that but shout out to this girl that I met whose dad is from Alabama, Tuskegee. He was the bass player for the Commodores, and her mom was Irani, and she was from New Zealand. What the fuck is up?
She's straight up from. She was born in Zimbabwe. She's also 30 years old, so I'm in range. Holler at me, Lou. She's Spanish in Zimbabwe. I don't know where
she has a New Zealand accent. I don't know where y'all that ain't no Zealand. That ain't no goddamn Zimbabwe.
She probably grew up in South Africa, which kind of sounds a little bit Kiwi when you are in a little bit.
I haven't heard her say Africa yet, so that's the only way I know when I'm hearing the South African accent.
She's straight up born in Zimbabwe. I'm just gonna say that we were born in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, she's Zimbabwean.
She is Zimbabwean.
And when they say Spanish, that just means Spain. So that's why I don't count that part.
Only reason I watch the show.
That's crazy.
The ship carrying the Mallows and Magnifico arrive at New Terminus, where they are detained by the Capital Pritcher. Magnifico is allowed to play his visisonar instrument, unifying competing Foundation interests. I think this just leans more toward our theory that this guy is the real mule, because he's just like controlling everybody.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
They're both. He is. What is this guy wearing, by the way?
He got his titties out. What you mad about?
I think Aubrey Plaza wore that at the American.
He said Demerzel.
Not the Kids' Choice Awards.
Demerzel ain't the only one who come out here and flash these milky titties.
Look at that. I feel like Aubrey Plaza and Jenna Ortega wore matching dresses that look just like that dude's outfit.
What? No, man. People been wearing that outfit since the MTV Music Awards. Like, that shit is played and done. Shout out to old girl, though, next to him. What's her name? Burra? She, in the show? I don't know.
Bantha?
Yeah, the whatever. Beta. I think it's Beta.
I think it is Beta.
Yeah,
why can't I find it?
Because Alpha. Beta. But anyway, look. Yeah, there you go.
It's a combination of the two dresses.
That is kind of crazy how it's similar.
You know what's really kind of weird though? Alex remembered this photo. Like, you know what's funny?
I knew exactly what he was talking about, so y'all are also on me.
Y'all are, yeah, exactly. Both of y'all are bucket fucking wild.
They just read right there. Who wore it better?
We're not gonna do that. Both of them. Well, no. So, what's her name? What was her name?
Aubrey Plaza?
Oh no, other one.
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega no longer lives next door to us, but Aubrey Plaza definitely lived next door to us.
Well,
I'm not gonna go with royalty, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Royalty.
Gotcha.
So is he manipulating the whole thing right here? So like when he's the real, he is like causing them to get together. So are you saying that him being the real mule means that he is responsible for all of them getting together at the end of the episode?
No, I think that he's responsible for getting everyone together at the end of the confrontation. I think that he is orchestrating, connecting all of the dots. Like he is the anomaly. He is the shadow of the what's it called? Flip it. Ding dong top.
The prime radiant.
The prime radiant. He is the shadow in the prime radiant, not the one that we think of the mule. Because we have to think about it. This guy would have been with the mule as the mule, the guy who we think is the mule.
Right.
As he ascended, it would be considered more amongst their people that he is the mule, but he couldn't have ascended without old buddy. So their trajectory is parallel with each other. Not to say that the mule doesn't have powers, but we know that this guy is able to bring down your defenses, influence you with just his music. And guess what? The mule is susceptible to as much as anyone else. Being influenced, having him being, they've established that the mule, as we know him, is definitely lonely, definitely, has a sense of affection. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely, he can definitely get his heartstrings pulled on.
Right.
And I feel like he's got the black dude just sitting by his bedside when he wakes up.
That's nasty. It's nasty only in the sense that it's like,
where's my friend?
He's got, because he's only been mentally intimate with two people on the show, and they've both been black, and one of them is locked up in prison because he touched Han's mind, and in that he became very afraid and intrigued. And guess what? That I believe that is from his loneliness, and it's pulling us, or it's pulling him towards closer to what's his name, Magnifico, right, and he needs Magnifico to feel that love while being able to also project his powers through, because he was killing all of the Foundation with no Magnifico, right? And no Magnifico was doing just fine
there for that one. And one thing that we have to have every season, a hologram of Harry Seldon.
We got dead Harry Seldon, and now we get a hologram of Harry Seldon.
Oh, can we cover just the end part of this confrontation? Or because I thought it was interesting that like his girl or her girl, like their names were like just kind of like down the line numbers at the end, so they're just kind of like continuing that pattern.
It's the higher
and
number.
Also, Songbird 17, and it is if she's like Songbird 17, Oceana
79. Oceana 79,
right?
Yeah, and just hit the tap the arrow button.
But yeah, I forgot about this, where he does end up getting
like, I wish I had my nanites right now.
I think he kind of like, what, Cleon is weird. All of the Cleons are weird. I think he probably likes that, I think shout out to Dryad, whatever his name was in the chat. I forgot your name, bro. I'm sorry, but he's probably brick. He's probably
I saw that. I was like, what the
my nigga said no, got him on brick. It's crazy, son. A comic book male character got you on brick or ambiguously. sexual character. I don't.
What do you think about this one, Alex? Like how this whole thing ended? Because this is the last I think we see of him this episode. So they probably took him prisoner.
Yeah, I'm always down for Lee Pace. In any of the seasons, like I always like the Cleon that we're following, and this is no different. Like I like how this is a very different Cleon that we've seen before, and I'm not along for the ride. Like now that he's like pretty much hit his bottom and he has no moves to make.
This is
let's see what he's gonna do.
He definitely has mad moves to make. I think that he doesn't go. Oh yeah, this is the thing. We have seen so many Cleons be so fucking cruel, and we forget that there are a lot of undertones that suggest how conniving and how smart and how deceptive he can be. And also, I want to point out that this is the most vulnerable of a character we've ever seen Lee Pace play, and this is the most vulnerable that Empire has been in through the entire series. I mean, that would sound a little bit more impressive if this was like season 4 or 5, but we get a lot of this character throughout these series, and sometimes it may not even feel like it actually even connects to the story, but they make sure we get a lot of the personality of this character. And yeah, like you said, Lee Pace in this, it's even more interesting to me because he's never been. When's the last time you saw Lee Pace making this face in anything?
Right, and also
eating, looking at like the other frame that you had.
When you bring that up, it also like calls into question because we didn't see Dusk this episode. We didn't see the older one when he's like technically the last one left of them, or like this is not like scattered off into the wind.
And he's got his finger on the button.
Oh yeah, he does have the nuclear option. And also, so I would ask, do you guys believe that Dawn is still alive? Because
I kind of want to believe that.
Demerzel said that his beacon stopped. So she was unable to determine whether or not he was alive, but she assumed he was dead. And I'm just saying, like, we know TV trope 101, nobody,
no case, nobody, no cry.
Exactly.
Nobody, no cry.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like, cause I think we'll see him again because it's a little bit too ambiguous. But to go back to Dusk, like, you know, he has the black hole. He has the black hole. He has the black hole
funeral music.
I saw what you were doing. But yeah, he has the black hole weapon, and we saw in the vision from Gale that that it was coming from a black hole signature.
Yeah. And then also they have to end up on Trantor somehow. So yeah, Dawn still has the nanites
thing,
right? So I don't know if that means he can survive in the vacuum of space, but that is still something. And it's just kind of crazy that they did not show Dusk at all this episode. And this dude's just getting blasted, making this silly ass blasted face.
I think that your point about Dusk is warranted, very highly warranted, because I think what they did in this episode is show like there is very little hope for the Cleons. Right. So if Dusk is ambiguous, if we're ambiguous about Dusk's life, and then we show Day in a situation where he's definitely at the lowest he's ever been as a Cleon, and he's definitely unable to maneuver in this situation, perceived, unable to move through this situation. I guess now when you see Dusk, first thing, I'm assuming we're going to see Dusk first scene, first shot. We're opening up with Dusk.
Oh, yeah.
Which then leads, because a lot of people binge watch all these shows.
Right.
So I think that we see Dusk first thing next episode to emphasize what, oh man, I almost said your real name. To emphasize what Nite is really.
Don't do that.
And speaking of old people, Harry Seldon and alludes to the Foundation's internal divisions and a merchant class, but he does not recognize the existence of the mule.
That part got me.
It's like, wait, what? Who are you? Hologram of the mule appears and shows a battle in the skies above as his forces attack New Terminus. Seldon withdraws and a null field grows. As the vault closes, the visitors must struggle to deal with the perils, null field and aerial bombardment. Demerzel will capture whisper ships and put Trantor in peril.
I love this scene so much because he's like talking and they're kind of like looking around and you're like, oh yeah, the union of the worlds, you have gone through all this and you have gone through all this and now it's time for you guys to come together. And it's like, yeah, nigga, we know, but what about the mule? And he's like, what's the mule? It's like the first time that a Harry Seldon hasn't been conscious of or like predicted all of that.
Right. Yeah. Like it's like it makes you seem like the smartest guy in the world, where like you pop up and said, see, I told you all this is gonna happen. But when you pop up and you're like, see, I told you all this is gonna happen, it's like, but yeah, there's some other stuff that happened too. Like, wait, what?
Well, no, I just love how he was like laughing about the mule. Like, this is his face. What is the mule? Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You see us scared? Nigga, we
It's like
and
their face right there when he says that, like, holy shit, he doesn't know about the mule. Fuck.
I'm also curious if you guys think that there's a traitor in the midst, because he says that he's already there. And then the old girl pulls out a hologram talking about some, I don't know, it's not me. Bitch, look, do you believe that this bitch is not a mule spy? Well, no, a mole mule.
Nigga, no.
That bitch a motherfucking mole. Fuck that shit. I'm not trusting this bitch. You the only nigga got a mother. We all got holograms and all this shit in our pocket. Bitch, you the only one pop up with one. Okay. I'm supposed to believe.
She looks, you can't see it on the screen right now, but she looks convincingly like confused and like, what the fuck is going on?
The only one went Han locked up. She the only one real on top of his head right now.
Yeah, she does seem
like
she got a snitching face.
Nah, bro. She mad. He says it before she even pull it out of her hand. She pull it out her hand. Then he goes, I'm already here. Bitch. No, I'm not fucking with this bitch.
We'll see. I think, okay, so if we're going to link it up, you already mentioned that, yeah, the mule's overhead, and he's like already taken over the whisper ships and the battleships or whatever. So that means that if it is going to open up with Dusk, like you said in the next episode, and he's got the finger on the button, he could be like, I'm going to take out everybody.
Yeah, because you know what? They said that they see the black hole at the end. Demerzel was able to determine that there was a black hole at the end of Gale's vision. Yeah. So that means that means Cleon Dusk hits that button.
Cleon Dusk. And also the fact that in this episode, Demerzel just learned of the second Foundation. So that means the Cleons have not learned of the second Foundation. Right. So he would even have more incentive, like, I can take all of these guys out with one fucking sweep.
One sweep.
Yeah.
One sweep.
Yeah, with one push of the button, he can hit that button, then hit the like button, then the subscribe button, like all of you guys.
That's right.
Guys, let's
do what you stinking ass bitch.
Let us know what you thought of this episode of Foundation. We're gonna be wrapping up on this season pretty soon. Like, I think it's only got 3 episodes left.
9 episodes or 10?
I think it's 10.
It's 10.
This is 7, right?
This is 6.
Oh, this is 6. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be
We
wrapping
can
up in
count.
4 more episodes. But it does feel like it's gonna be all gas, no breaks from here on out.
You can't say that anymore because they now owned by Callahan again. So
I mean, I just can't name my YouTube channel that. I can say
we can't say the word.
Before
before we leave, I gotta hit our sponsor because people don't know. You know what I'm saying?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Shout out to FD Signifier. He was totally shocked when he saw that.
He's a great sport. But just where can before we get out of here, 9, where can the people find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me at 9NerdYards. That's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me on 9NerdYards. Can you hear me now?
Oh no, we couldn't hear the "you can find me," which was weird.
I completely overlaid that. I match coded that one. You can find me at 9NerdYards, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Blue Sky, all those things, and we also have a Discord where people are talking and hanging out. We were just discussing what the new Jid and Chance the Rapper album, and yeah, we're just all hanging out. But yeah, other than that, just check out the YouTube for some updates, and thank you so much for having me on.
Hell yeah, updateios. I mean, we didn't have you on. You came on, and we appreciate you.
Knocked at the door. I rang the doorbell.
It said came and come and really
Sperm is a funny word.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, but don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little Aubrey Plazas, and may the force be with you.